$275. Father Christmas is exclusive to QVC and all brand new tonight, never before seen. $364.50 for Father Christmas. He's 14 inches tall, C17940. And as I showed you in the last hour, here's Cherub. And with all the angelic happenings in America, I think this is going to be one of our most popular bears tonight. This is, as we mentioned, QVC is the first to ever show Cherub. A 10-inch Vermont teddy bear, $117.25, with the ultra suede beige paws and the pure soft mohair in a blush color design. Item number C17947, $117.25. You gotta love this guy, and I won't be surprised if Vermont Teddy Bear is not around by the end of the show, because this little fellow not only comes in the adorable overalls, but the traditional Vermont bear is always one of the most popular in the collection, and he brings you some Vermont Grade A fancy maple syrup. He has the cutest little overalls on. He's only $64.50. I don't think this is going to last long. Brand new tonight on QVC. We also are the first to introduce Eden to you. No one else has ever seen Eden. The introduction is tonight, right now. C17943, 1000 in the limited edition. Eden is $187.50. Now, our Christmas Angel teddy bear is QVC exclusive. It is limited to an edition of only 200 bears, and the QVC price is $271 even, C17941. Some of the teddies are actually named after places in Vermont, like Bromley. Bromley's like a big, fuzzy, love me kind of teddy bear. In fact, big, he's 25 inches tall. He's $141, and Bromley is brand new to QVC. Milton is kind of a book lover. He's the quiet one of the bunch, and he's only $65.75. This is the 1994 annual bear, which has a limited run of production, had a limited run of production through October of 1994. Each bear is signed and dated, and Milton is no longer being produced. So if you are seeing Milton tonight, he's no longer in production. And C17945 is our Vermont teddy bears called Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Now, Tweedledee is in orange and Tweedledum is in green, and each, your choice, is $51. And if Tooth Fairy lasts even for us to talk about her, I will be completely surprised, because she is exquisite. She's a little ballerina Tooth Fairy that has a tiny box for the child's tooth, a toothbrush for promoting dental hygiene, of course, in the other, and an exquisite aqua and pink tutu, just like every Tooth Fairy should be wearing. $84.50, C17944. Well, when we come back, Kimberly and Steve Wahlberg will be our special guests to talk about these Made in the USA teddies, and if you are a collector, stay with us. We'd love to hear from you.
You spend your whole life checking things. When you're born, you check out the silly big people. When you're 5, you check for monsters under the bed. You get older, check the classifieds for a decent job. Check out that special someone to spend the rest of your life with. And eventually find yourself checking your grandkids' diapers for, well, you know. QVC wants to introduce one more check to life's little checklist, the Q-Check. A Q-Check is simple. Say you're watching your favorite TV show and a commercial comes on. Check in with QVC and maybe you'll find something you could really use. With 250 different products each day, there's always something good on QVC. Whenever you need a break from commercials, or you just need a break, do a Q-Check. It's the best thing to happen to TV since the remote control.
What? You're a very special bear. I know you're a very special bear. I tell you, you can't let me loose in these bear shows. Poor Kimberly and Steve, by the end of the hour, are going to say, okay, let's ship her back to Vermont.
Put you in a box.
It would work. It would work. Yes, she should be put in a box and get there.
You'd love to go.
Oh, we're Kimberly and Steve. Welcome to QVC.
And nice to be here.
A famous last name of Wahlberg. Yes. Of course, any collector knows the Wahlberg name very well, and you're here to introduce QVC and our audience.
That's right.
First time ever to a whole hour of Vermont teddy bears. Let's introduce Holly and Barry, and then we're going to pick your brains about how they're made, where they're made, and just the history of this phenomena of the Vermont teddies. I'm actually holding Barry. Holly is in the foreground. Now, these bears were limited to an edition of only 200 bears. QVC was able to get the last 100 bears in existence. We bought up the end of the edition.
This is, in fact, their first limited edition bear ever.
Is it really?
Yeah.
And we only have about 100 of them.
That's right.
all that's left. So if you want holly in red or berry in green, they're $375. They do stand about 13 inches tall. They're made in the USA. They have a lifetime guarantee, and we have a very special phone call waiting. Hi, welcome to QVC. You're live on the air with Kimberly and Steve. Who's this, please?
This is Stanley.
Hello, Stan Wahlberg.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Mom.
Hello.
Hi.
Is Irene there
Hi,
too?
Steve. Hi, Kim. How you guys doing?
Hi. Well, we're going to have to fix Kimberly's earpiece because she can't hear you. Can you hear
okay.
Steve?
Very little bit, yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
We think maybe we'll start our own shopping network by this time.
Keep it all in the family, right?
Sure, why not? The bears look fabulous.
Hi, Dad.
Thanks.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
How are you?
Okay, how are you?
Good, good.
Listen, there's a little 4.5-year-old boy named Benjamin out there that we promised we'd say hi to.
Benjamin who?
Your grandson. I don't know if you remember.
Oh, that's Grandma.
Oh, there's Irene. She's on the line, too.
Hi, Grandma.
Guys.
I don't know if you remember, but they did the Benjamin doll.
Yes.
And it was after my son.
Oh, how
Yeah,
sweet.
our son. Yeah.
You guys are going to knock them dead tonight. We know it.
Yeah, it's a great place to be. This is the only place to be, QVC.
Sure is.
The bears look fabulous. Jane, how are you?
I'm fine. It's so good to speak to you after all these years. I haven't worked with you in so long, but
That's
as I
right.
said, we have a pedigree name tonight in collectibles from the Wahlberg family and this generation joining us tonight. So thank you for lending your family to us.
Thank you, and thank you so much. It's nice talking to you guys, and have a great show.
Thanks.
Thanks,
Irene.
guys.
It's going
Bye.
to be a great show. Thanks, guys.
It is. Take
Bye-bye.
care.
Bye.
Stan and Irene Wahlberg, who you know, premier doll designers and really promoters of doll collecting throughout the United States. But so many people love teddies. Can you give us a little bit of history of the Vermont Teddy Bears?
Sure. You wanna tell 'em?
Sure, yeah. About a dozen years ago, a gentleman started making teddy bears on his own.
Now, it's an interesting story how he got started.
It is a very
Yes.
interesting story.
It's a made in America story. It really is. It's exciting.
He and his wife had their first son, whose name was Graham, and John and his wife actually hand-stitched and sewed the first Vermont teddy bear.
John actually used his wife's sewing machine,
That's
didn't
right.
he?
Absolutely
He taught himself
correct.
how to make his own patterns,
Absolutely.
how to use his wife's sewing machine, taught himself how to sew. He really felt that he wanted a bear in his son's room that was made in the United States and not made overseas, and a quality bear. And that's what he set about doing.
And they called it Graham's Bear. And from that point on, it's just sort of progressed. And one day, John was out up in Vermont and selling the bears on a little push cart. And a friend of his was leaving for California on a business trip and said, "John, I gotta grab one of these bears. I can't take it with me. My bags are all packed." John said, "Don't worry about it. I'll
I
send it
work
to you."
for
Send it
UPS.
to you.
I'll send it to
And
you.
that's how
you
the
know,
whole
and
thing
that's how the
began.
whole Teddy Bear
my
Graham
goodness.
started. This is actually one of his first bears, and it's called Bear Cho. It was a spoof, and it was done on Groucho Marx, but this is actually one of his first bears. It's a 14-inch bear that he hand sewed this.
Wow.
And eventually he met up with a designer in New York in the garment industry, and they ended up going to 15-inch bears, 20-inch bears, and so on, and some of the bears that you'll see tonight.
Right.
But they were all done based on this, on the original bears. He wanted a very traditional, American, well-made bear. And Vermont Teddy Bear is the largest manufacturer of handmade, American-made bears in this country.
And it's really the only teddy bear company in this country of any renown and
Oh, absolutely.
anywhere.
Oh,
anywhere.
absolutely.
Well, you know what? I'm going to keep Holly and Barry on the set with me if I don't
Okay.
mind, because they're too cute. We're going to wrap them up. We have to move on because we have so many bears to talk about tonight. C17939. Now, already over half of our Vermont teddy bears have been ordered, so you want to adopt him quickly because he's going fast. He's C17942, $64.50. We actually have some footage taken on location in Vermont on the making of your bears, so take a look, and we'll be back with a phone call and an exclusive to QVC Teddy.
You're not. All you hear is the phone
That's
call.
okay. You're just going to hear phone calls. They're not going to let you hear the producer, because if you do, it would be scary.
It would. It would.
They only let the producer yell at the host, not you guys. Well, we want to introduce one of the
I heard that.
sweetest little guys. Oh, they got in your ear now. Okay, now he's talking about me.
Yell at her.
Yeah, don't yell at me. We want to introduce Father Christmas, and this is a 14-inch teddy from the Vermont Teddy Bears. Look at that face. He's $364. His robe is absolutely exquisite.
It is.
And he is exclusive to QVC. Let's describe him, and Kimberly, I'll let you pick this guy up, and you can describe him for us from
First
head
of all,
to toe.
there is a lot of detail. He's a 3/4-inch golden mohair, okay?
And the mohair bears are uniquely collectible, correct?
That's correct.
Right.
That's correct. Mohair is the fur from the belly of an Angora goat. And the goats are grown here in Texas in the United States. They're shipped over to Germany where they're processed. The fur is processed and then shipped back to the United States. Germany is the only place that you can get mohair. And this is 3-inch golden mohair. These are glass cobalt eyes that are hand-stitched in.
Beautiful.
This is a hand-stitched silk nose, silk thread nose. His costume is a cotton velvet. It's all hand-stitchers. I should tell you that they have over 150 stitchers, and you'll see in the videotape too, they have about 50 stitchers within the factory up in Shelburne, and then they employ stitchers outside in Vermont too. This fur around his jacket is the fur from another one of their bears, their most famous bears, and it feels like mink. And this was done to give a very antique, and you can take his hood down and wear him down. You can open him up. This is a frog enclosure, and this is antique gold trim on it to match both across here and across here. The enclosure, the frog enclosure, was done to match the fur. His staff is handmade and hand finished of Vermont pine.
You can tell.
Most of their materials they try and do from Vermont.
Right.
All of them are from the United States.
And also, the unique thing about these teddies with their wonderful ultra suede paws, all made in the USA.
Absolutely.
If our cameras can take a shot of the little left paw right here, you see that it is signed and numbered. Now,
That's
this
right.
is a limited
By the
edition
designer.
again. So you have the number out of the edition 500 and the designer signature on the bottom, so you're getting
That's
a
right.
true collectible and a QVC exclusive. You cannot find this anyplace else but here. We have some patient collectors waiting on the line, guys, so let's go to the phones.
Sure.
Hi, welcome to QVC. You're live on the air. Who's this, please? Hi, don't be shy. What's your first name? Oh, we're gonna try one more time.
Okay.
Hi, you still there?
We
I
want to
think
talk to you.
They went back to buying teddy bears, I think. They said those three people up there are
Yeah.
chatting too much. I want to go buy some more bears. Let's try, though. We have somebody else waiting to say hi.
Sure.
Hi, welcome to QVC. You're live with our Vermont Teddy Bear Show on Teddy Bear Tuesday. Who's this, please?
Hi, this is Judy calling from Wisconsin.
Hi, Judy. We get
Hi.
a lot of our furs from Wisconsin.
Oh, I love it. I'm so excited. I've never talked on the phone before, and these are just adorable.
Do you have any Vermont teddies?
Yes, I've got one that my husband got me up north someplace. It's just a plain one. He doesn't have any clothes or anything, but he looks like more like an old-fashioned one with he's a dark-haired one, and he's just really precious. But I ordered the cherub. I thought she was so
She's
cute.
beautiful.
Yeah.
You will love her.
Plus the
when you
Vermont
see
bear.
her.
I thought he was so cute with his jeans on.
Yeah.
So.
You
Yeah,
got the
he's
Vermont
great.
Bear, too?
Pardon me?
Did you get the Vermont Bear, too?
Yes.
So you got two guys tonight.
Yeah.
Yes. That little cherub, though, was just adorable.
You
So-
will love her. She is a very unusual bear because her mohair is so finely
Right.
cut.
And is she like a pinkish color?
Yeah, they call it beige, but
Yeah.
it is blush is the
blush.
perfect term
She's
for it.
a blush
Absolutely.
It looks just adorable.
And this fellow in the overalls, I mean,
Oh, I
keep him
know.
away from the pancakes because he's going to eat you out of house.
That's right. That's right. That's funny.
Oh, this is great. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. We're glad you called.
Thank you. And I really enjoy your beers.
Thank
you.
And Jane, I'm talking on a Cobra phone.
Oh, you're sounding loud and clear. A true QVC household.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Well, thank you very much.
Thanks for your call. Enjoy your new bears.
I will. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye. you know, so many people collect beautiful Santas of all different shapes and sizes. They may have a Marie Osmond Santa doll. They may have a porcelain Santa. They may have a crystal Santa from one of the great crystal companies. This is something which I really would not put away, but still, if you are a Santa collector, what a wonderful, interesting, whimsical new collectible.
This is, and this is to be enjoyed throughout your whole home, on your mantelpiece, anywhere. This is really a treasure, an heirloom, really, that can be passed down because of the amount of detail, the pleats in the back, and the amount of detail on this is just, it's an heirloom piece, as is all the bears, but especially because it's a limited edition.
And there's a manufacturer's lifetime warranty on every single one of the bears we're showing
That's
tonight.
not just for manufacturing defects, which there are none.
Right.
That is if your bear has been loved and loved and loved.
Which they do.
The Vermont Teddy Bear will unconditionally guarantee these bears forever.
If they can't repair it, they will replace it
a new
to the
bear,
consumer.
regardless of the reason.
That's the quality of these teddies.
Absolutely.
Well, let's go back to the phone. We have another bear lover on the line. This is the Night for Bear Lovers. Hi, welcome to QVC. You're live. Who's this, please?
Hi, this is Roberta. I'm calling from the Bay Area of California.
Hi, Roberta.
Hi, everybody.
How are you?
Meet Steve and Kimberly.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. We were just out your way.
Yeah, it's nice. Nice weather right now.
Yes, it is.
I love all the bear shows, and this time I ordered Cherub.
Oh, great.
She's very popular already.
Beautiful. She's a beautiful bear.
It's hard to decide because they all look so nice.
Yeah, she's beautiful. She's very unusual. Very unusual.
She even looks soft on the TV.
Yeah, she is. She's very cuddly. Is this your first Vermont Teddy?
Oh, yes, it is. I've never even seen them before.
Oh, really?
So now I have to look forward to some more.
Oh, absolutely. Well, now that they're here to stay, I'm sure you'll see many, many more shows in the future.
The nice thing about this line is what she's talking about. It's a range. And your buyer has selected for tonight a whole range of product, from a beautiful high-end, collectible heirloom to some fun, bears that you can just play with all the time.
So enjoy your new bear, and thanks for being with us tonight.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So a company that's proudly made right here in the USA started with a little bit of USA ingenuity, as you said. I must warn you, though, there are only 4 dozen of Father Christmases left available. He is exclusive to QVC, so you cannot find Father Christmas anyplace else but right here, and only 4 dozen more to go around. See 17940, $364.50. Please stay with us because Cherub is next. Oh, we won't get to eat any honey with this fellow tonight, or maple syrup, because he's completely sold out. Our sweet Vermont Teddy Bear, thank you for your calls. And Milton, the annual Bear by Vermont Teddies, is $65.74. He's no longer in production. See 17948. We were talking backstage, Kimberly and Steve, and we talked about the fact that many of these bears are very hard to find, and we just wanted to qualify for our customers how the Vermont Teddies are actually found. Do you want to go into that, Steve?
Sure, I'd be happy to. The Vermont Teddy Bear Company has been around, as I said, for about a dozen years, but more recently the company has expanded and come up with this collectible range of teddy bears using the more expensive furs, the mohairs, some of the thicker honey shag furs, and going into much more elaborate costumes with the wreaths and some of the dyeing of the things. And these bears that are available on QVC are also, with the exception of the exclusive ones that we've done for you, only available in the retail shops, the better end collectible shops.
Right, like that big toy store in New York.
Yeah, that one that I always go into, and it's so much fun to get
way too much money in, so therefore you have to shop at QVC. That one.
Well, this sweetie has captured the heart of so many, and
deservedly so.
Oh, of course. And angels have really captured our imagination and our hearts in the past couple years, especially. She is being introduced for the first time ever on QVC. Her name is Cherub. She wears an exquisite wreath of roses and baby's breath with a golden angel at the crown, and she is a true blush color, as you said, almost like when you see a sheared fur. She's like a sheared mohair.
That's right.
She?
That's right. She's a 1/8 inch mohair, and that's why this fur can be very expensive, because on some of the longer shags, you know, if it's not sheared to exactly right, you don't notice it so much. You really would notice it in this type of a shearing.
Right.
So, she's also their smallest bear that they make, the 10-inch bear. All of the bears, too, I don't know, we haven't talked about it, come with this tag that on one side says the Vermont Teddy Bear Collection. This is her style number. Comes with the Vermont Teddy Bear Collection. And on the other side tells you that avoid getting soap in their eyes because these bears are to be loved.
They are.
So when you take care of them, treat them the same way you would treat your own children.
I mean, this sweetie up and I wouldn't certainly put it in the reach of a child because this is not for a little infant, but certainly, you know, even stringing her up and flying her in a baby's room in a corner would be so sweet, or using her with Holly or Berry or with Father Christmas around the holidays would be so darling.
Do you know where I thought she would be lovely? Is on top of a Christmas tree.
Oh, she'd be a perfect tree.
She's light enough that, unless it were a really small tree.
Flies, she can get up there by herself.
Absolutely, absolutely. And with a little care, you know, of wiring around her joints, she would be lovely on top of a tree and very delicate, especially so many people are doing these beautiful Victorian Christmas trees and colorized. You know, she could go with an all-white tree, but lots of people like to do all-white trees. Her feathers in the back, which are all stitched in. This is all baby's breath. These are silk roses. This bear is the only bear that has the old-fashioned black shoe button eyes, because she's supposed to be a cherub from days gone by.
Oh, she's so darling.
So, and ultra suede paws, and she is just delicate. She's a special gift to a very special person.
If you have a baby's christening coming up and you want to give something to mom and dad, or if this is a very special Christmas, even I love to give gifts for first Christmases together. So if you're going to a wedding, what a sweet gift. It's kind of different, kind of off the wall, but they'll always remember her. And we have another bear collector, as our cherub is almost sold out, so please stay on the line. Hi, welcome to the show. You're live with Kimberly and Steve Wahlberg, and of course, all the famous Vermont Teddy Bears. Who's this, please?
This is Georgia Michaelides from Bayside, New York.
Hi, Georgia. Welcome to the show.
Georgia.
And
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Your bears are absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
This will be my fourth bear.
Great.
My sister-in-law just bought me 3 of your bears when I just delivered my twins. I had the pregnant mama bear and 2 twin baby bears.
Right.
They're absolutely beautiful.
And who did you order tonight?
I ordered cherub myself.
Yeah. Oh, she's sweet.
She's gorgeous.
She's beautiful. She's very simple. She's not, you know, not heavily ornate, or she's just lovely. Pink silk, you know, just this very pale feeling to her. She's very delicate.
She's beautiful. Actually, I'd like to get back on and order one more of her before she sells out.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to make you do that now then, because she's going quickly. Enjoy and good luck with the twins.
Okay,
good luck.
Great. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. They say good things come in small packages, and that's exactly what Cherub is. She's very, very popular, and we are the first to have her. See 17947. The most affordable bears in the show tonight are Tweedledee and Tweedledum. See 17945, $51, your choice. And I'm worried she's not going to last the whole show. She's our Tooth Fairy Teddy. She's $84.50. See 17944. When we come back, the largest Teddy of the show will be joining us, Eden, and we are the first to have Eden, a very special bear with quite a pedigree. We'll be right back.
Every QVC shipment includes a handy guide to our upcoming programming. Be sure to read it so you know when to watch or tape QVC. And if you haven't shopped from us lately, just call us at 1-800-345-1515 and ask for our most recent program guide. We'll be happy to send it to you. This Wednesday is the 5th anniversary of our fitness center. It's also National Do It Day, a day for accomplishing those tasks that you never have time for. You know, like working out. Now, there's no excuse, because we're bringing you a 2-hour special packed with some of the biggest names in fitness to get you up and going. And if that's not incentive enough, when you use your Q card to purchase items in this special, you'll make no payments and accrue no finance charges until 1996. So come on and do it. Watch our 2-hour Fitness Center 5th anniversary this Wednesday morning at 10 Eastern on QVC.
I know. You get involved in this, and you just want to let them go. Eden is very upset with me, though, aren't you? She says, yes, I'm so sorry. I said she was the largest bear, and she said, no, she's not. Bromley is bigger, because E eats more than you do. She says, yes, absolutely. So
Bromley's girlfriend.
Eden is a little mad at me because I said she was the biggest, but Kimberly and Steve Wahlberg join us from the Vermont Teddy Bear Company, and Eden is very special. Steve, tell us about her special nomination, because she's quite an exciting
she was one of
bear.
a few that were nominated this year by the Teddy Bear Review magazine for what's called the Golden Teddy, which is the equivalent to an Emmy nomination, or in the doll industry being nominated for Doll of the Year. And
Eden received a nomination.
She received a nomination. As a matter of fact, a few of the other bears did as well.
As we get to them, I'll tell you.
Receiving the nomination, quite frankly, is more important than actually winning.
Right.
Because the contention in the field is enormous.
There's so many.
It's quite an honor.
And at this young stage in this company's life, seriously, to receive the nominations that we have is really, we're honored.
Well, her item number is C17943. She's 24 inches. She's limited to an edition of 1,000. She will have the numbering and the autograph right on her left paw on that beautiful ultra suede. And also, we are the first to have her. She was nominated for the 1995 Golden Teddy Award, and you can see why. Do you want to quickly take us, Kimberly, through her outfit, and then we'll run to the phone?
Yes, she has a cotton, I don't know if you can see the detail, but her hat is so beautifully done. It's a cotton, it's a heavy cotton, almost a twill. And if you can see the cherubs pattern, so all those collectors out there who loved the cherub bear will also love this bear as well. It's a hobby.
Almost be Cherub's big sister.
Absolutely, she could. She's got a silk rosette on top of her hat because, you know, this is the new thing to hold your hats back like this. And of course, it's very important to have a matching pouch. She's got an emerald green silk tasseled pouch. It does open up so that you can see it inside. It's satin lined.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's every girl's little dream, and it can be used, and it comes off of her. And she's beautiful. She's the first 24-inch bear, and she's actually my favorite.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
Now, the thing that you have to do with Bromley and with Eden, when you have the big bears like this, and because they are all fully jointed and they're so lovable, is do this and wrap these bears all around
Give you hugs. Come here, Eden. Give
That's
me a
right.
lovey.
That's right, because that's what these bears do.
They do. They love you. You even smell good. I think you're in perfume. Let's go to the phones and see who's bear shopping with us tonight. Hi, welcome to QVC with Steve and Kimberly and all the bears. Who's this, please?
Hi, this is Christine from Bloomfield, New Jersey.
Hey, Christine, how are you?
How are you?
Pretty good.
Welcome to QVC. Who did you order tonight?
I ordered the cherub bear.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Are you a bear collector, or are you just getting started?
No, this is my first Vermont teddy bear that I've purchased.
Well, you started with a great one. You started with a great one.
Yeah, she's adorable.
Yeah, she's lovely. She really is lovely.
And are you adding this to a large teddy collection, maybe of other kinds? Or?
No, I thought I'd give it to my sister. Her birthday is coming up in November, and I share a bedroom with her, so I'll get to enjoy it.
There you go.
Well, then you should be ordering one for yourself, too, for your bed, too.
Bears like to be shared and loved.
That's absolutely. Who are they going to talk to at night?
We were just talking during the break with Jane about what a special and unique gift it is, not even for necessarily a collector, but as a wedding present, as
Absolutely. A baby gift.
Good for you.
So beautiful.
Yeah, it really is cute.
Absolutely.
Well, enjoy. I think you just became a teddy collector without even realizing it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And we have to call attention to this rich mohair because it truly is exquisite.
It's a very swirled, it's a long mohair. It's very swirled, it's very distressed. This happens to be a great price.
And guess
for
what?
mohair.
She happens to be sold out.
Well, she's lovely.
But Bromley's waiting in the wings, her boyfriend, so don't worry. We'll move on. Holly and Barry, 13-inch bears by Vermont Teddy, and Kimberly was saying we didn't get a chance to mention how unusual their coloring is and how carefully they have to be dyed to achieve that rich red and green shade. Now we have the last of the edition. They're $375, item number C17939. Less than 1 dozen Father Christmas bears are still available. $364.50, C17940. Well, this is a limited edition bear exclusive to QVC. We really wanted to have more of her to go around. Unfortunately, we don't have as many as we'd like. The edition is only limited to 200 bears, and she almost has a Scandinavian beauty about her, doesn't she?
She's beautiful. She's beautiful. She happens to be a petite version of another bear in their line, which is one of their very best bears that they have.
Called Amelia.
Amelia, and this is
little
her
sister.
Smaller sister that lends itself beautifully to this very delicate kind of a bear.
Oh,
and this was done
gorgeous.
exclusively for you as
Right.
well. This also, if you have a large home, could be a tree topper as well.
Well, look at her dress. She has to show off her train.
That's right.
Because her dress is longer and taller, actually, than she is. She's
That's
got
right.
this long, elaborate cotton velvet, emerald green train. Her dress is simply exquisite.
That's right. She is a 13-inch bear. She has 1/2 inch mohair. She has glass eyes that are hand-stitched in, a black silk nose that's hand-stitched in. She, too, is very fully jointed as well. She has 2 layers of this tulle netting. I don't know here if you can see it here, like this. And then with the lace on the outside to give it a little bit of a flounce afterwards, and then a cotton velvet that's all hand-stitched. I'll turn her around this way. She's got a snap enclosure here. You could undress her
Right,
if you wanted to. Not, I don't know that you would want to, but and the hand embroidered lace that goes with it as well. And then on top, to give her kind of an antique look, she's got a crown, a handmade crown of evergreen and berries on top, and with the satin ribbons flowing down as a headpiece
so
as well. So, and she's signed as well.
Right on
Signed in the edition as well, too.
To show you that. She is limited to 200 pieces. She's a QVC exclusive. And if you did perhaps want to put some of the bears together, I mean, we sort of have a collection of Holly Berry and Cherub here. Again, even though they're holiday bears, you really want to keep them out and to enjoy them.
Right.
But while we have a moment or two, do you want to show us some of the other little kind of show and tell items that you brought with us? But we have to do it fast, Tommy O, says my producer, because it's going quickly.
Well, that's great.
But you've actually brought some of the pieces that go into the making of a teddy.
There you go.
The head.
There's the head. The heads are blown. They're blown with a polyfiber fill, and they're blown right in through here. But this is a belly. All of the parts, the belly and the arms and legs, are all stuffed with a machine, and I'll show you.
You should hear what our control room is saying. You can just imagine them.
They're loving this.
It's been a long day.
And I'll show you what this is.
What's that?
This is a pattern cutter. They lay down. Steve, do you have the pictures?
Yeah.
They lay down. It's got a very sharp edge here. This is an arm. And they lay down layers and layers and layers of the fur. I don't know if you can see it here.
About
These
12 layers at a time.
of the fur.
It's very
And see
thick.
the patterns on the back here. And this punch cuts each of the parts down through the fur.
Oh, there's so much work that goes into these bears
absolutely.
from start to finish.
Now I
It's
have to show you the
amazing.
best part. This is my favorite part.
You know
of
what?
this
They're going to make you save the favorite part
Okay.
because Angel Christmas 13-inch bear is going very quickly and she's almost sold out. So we have to move her. Do we have to move on? Oh, okay. Okay. She's going fast. Okay, we can show one more thing. Your favorite part.
One of the things that I happen to love
the
most about
jointing.
these are all of these bears are what's called articulated. Hands, arms, and legs.
Everything
all
moves, right?
move. Well, there is a rather large ice cream manufacturer in
Vermont? Oh, yes. I think we've kind of sampled
we all
there.
love.
We've all
And
tasted it.
They get their ingredients in these huge 5-gallon drums. And for sanitary reasons, they're only allowed to use them one time.
Right.
And because they're made out of plastic, and there's a tremendous push for recycling these days, they donate the drums to Vermont Teddy Bear, who then grinds them up, melts them down, and there is a little bit of ice cream, if you will, in each and every joint.
The joint?
These are the joints. They're made out of recycled 5-gallon ice cream drums.
Oh, no wonder they're so sweet. They've got a lot of ice cream
It's a lock
inside
joint
them.
that when you push on, it is literally
Locked
impossible to get off.
Wow.
And what happens is they put it in here, they wrap these two pieces around, so these joints are not sewn in, they're locked in forever because they're wrapped in the fur. So these bears are never, ever, ever coming apart.
And they have your lifetime warranty to prove it.
Absolutely.
Well, darling Christmas Angel, you are sold out. Thank you for your calls. And also, if you are a Christmas fan watching, I'll let you know that Father Christmas has also sold out. See 17940. Bromley is is, to me, the St. Bernard of the collection.
That's exactly right.
Big paws, the big face, a little bit scruffy, kind of give you a big old wet kiss when he walks in the door. But if there was ever...
Sort of like my husband.
Yeah, kind of like Steve. 25 inches of love right here.
Absolutely.
This is our Bromley, who is named after a town of Vermont.
And a mountain, and actually is our son Benjamin's favorite bear in the car, because when we take long car rides, Benjamin uses him for a pillow.
How old is Benjamin?
Benjamin is 4.5.
4.5 years old.
That's right.
Well, Benjamin has very, very good taste.
He's child safe. The bears like this that are made with the regular eyes, not the glass eyes, that are locked in, are all child-safe bears. So he is a great gift. He's a huge bear. We've given him his baby gifts to that extra special baby that is coming into this world. He's a great gift because he's a bear that grows with a child.
Right.
You know, so he's...
And the lifetime warranty, you'll be hugging him and cuddling him when your little ones come along so many years away. He's 25 inches tall, and, well, you know, it would have been sort of upsetting if Eden, his girlfriend, got nominated and he didn't. So he was also nominated.
He was nominated last year.
In
1994.
Right.
Absolutely. The thing that I like about him, he's a very made-in-America, traditional bear. He just reeks of a great quality, old-fashioned. He has a burgundy-stitched nose. That's copper honey shag fur. That is not mohair, so it's much more friendly to children. You know, hugs and kisses and drool and all those kind of things. Whereas these more have, you know, more of a collectible feeling to them. But he is a lovable. Now, Jane, wrap him around you.
Okay,
that's
time
the
for
rule.
a hug.
That's
He
right.
said he loves to hug female show hosts. That's his favorite part.
One of the things also, Jane, that when we were talking about the stuffing, a lot of the stuffing on the bears is done by machine, but the body itself is actually stuffed by hand, because when they put it on the machine, the amount of pressure, it would blow off the machine. So there are literally no two bears that are stuffed exactly alike, which is kind of nice.
I heard they put Vermont maple syrup in there too, just for good measure.
And maybe a few pancakes as well.
Yeah, really. These guys, I think Bromley likes to eat.
Vermont teddy bears are overstuffed in their bellies because that was one of the things that John wanted. He wanted a big, roly-poly, happy, full teddy bear, and that was also one of the things that he really, and full cheeks and a full nose and a little stub nose. You'll notice that the expressions on each one, all of the bears, all have very different faces. I mean, there's a whole committee that goes into naming the bears.
You know what? I keep interrupting you, Kimberly. You're going to hate me by the end of the night.
Oh, you will love
gone as well. Enjoy him.
You will love him.
Well, there's not a lot left, but Holly and Berry are still available. There's only about 85 left to go around. And remember, we had the end of the edition. C17939, $375. Let's take a look up in Vermont at the Vermont Teddy Bear Company. QVC Bears waiting to come down to our headquarters and to be sent out to you, since so many of them are exclusives. And speaking of exclusive, Milton is a young gentleman who's actually no longer being produced, right, Steve?
That's correct. Yeah. That is correct. He was the 1994 annual bear, and the last of Milton, I believe, were produced in either October or November of last year.
Right, October of '94. He's no longer being produced. We have just a few of him to go around, and he was the 1994 annual bear.
That's correct.
So we only had a limited production through that October month of last year, and then no longer produced. We've been able to really get to the last few Miltons, and he's 6575. Where does he get his name?
A mountain.
Milton is another town.
Yep. It's another town and another mountain in Vermont. Absolutely.
I think Milton is the bear that's going to want to spend a lot of time in your library. He's a little bit of a bookish bear.
Yes.
He's a little quieter than the rest of them, you know.
He's, to me, an old-fashioned bear. Do you remember when you were little and you got the little sheep and little bears that have this ragged, loved fur? He looks like he's been loved already and just needs to be loved for about another 100 years. That's what Milton is. Very old-fashioned looking bear. There are people who prefer this old-fashioned kind of a fur as opposed to the shag of a mohair.
I love what they call it, a honey tumbled plush.
Tumbled plush, right.
And that really is exactly what it is.
A little more distressed.
His bow tie is quite special too, because it holds the insignia of Vermont Teddy Bears,
sure.
right? TB.
That's right, in the beautiful jewel tone colors. The other thing is that in '94 he came out in this honey color. The year before he came out in kind of an oatmeal color. He's an annual bear, so at a later date you will see Milton come out in another different color wave, maybe a different size as well. And that's why he's signed by the year as opposed to the number, because he's only manufactured within the year.
And how nice if you moved into a new home last year, or got married, or had a child, or a grandchild. So that becomes your dated bear. And also to look for Miltons in the future. If you're a brand newcomer to the world of teddy bear collecting, and you like all this craziness that's gone on set tonight, you can order Milton and then look forward to ordering more Miltons in the future. He's a great way to get started, and he's not too expensive.
That's right. That's what most people love about Milton. When we go around and do tours around the country, he's usually the first one bought by somebody who's just starting their teddy bear collection, because he is more affordable and he has that very well-loved look. See, you don't even see the seam in his belly, do you? Because he's been so hand-brushed. You don't even see that there's a seam in the back either.
And our cameras can actually get closer than your eye can focus. I mean, you can't get your eye in as tightly as our QVC camera shots can get. And you can see that he's just made with so much love that there's no seam showing.
Absolutely. He has a snap on the back if you'd like to take his bow off, if maybe you want to coordinate it in a room, decorate or in a room particularly.
Put a holiday bow on.
Absolutely. You can just snap this right off, but save it, and you don't have to worry about this is a heavy cotton fabric ribbon. You don't have to worry about tying that bow up all perfectly again. It's all done for you. We did it that way specifically for you.
I think he'd be darling with a little black mask and an orange and black bow, and he'd be your little Halloween bear.
Absolutely.
You know, for pennies, you can really change him with the season. And people use bears in so many interesting ways. I mean, you can put them in the center of a wreath of flowers and use them as the centerpiece. You can stand them up and use a little bit of the wire that the florists use and put them next to a bouquet of flowers. Just wire them right to a vase, and then have a pretty coordinated bouquet next to him. Or sit him on a block of wood and make him a bookend on your bookshelves. There's so many ways to decorate with bears.
Absolutely. And because it's a nice neutral color, you can do that pretty much throughout your home, no matter how you decorate your home. It's absolutely true.
He's obviously very popular tonight because Milton has just sold out. We're not going to have much of a review, but he's gone. Thanks for your call. And the Cherub has sold out. Thanks for calling in on Cherub. We have such sweet little guys here. Now we're giggling already. They're a choice of, but it's kind of like separating Raggedy and Andy. Raggedy Ann and Raggedy Andy. I mean, you got to keep them together. But again, it's your choice. Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Tweedledee is in orange. Tweedledum is in the green polka dot. They're $51, your choice, and they are a scraggly bunch, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
They are. They are funny. This is a part of a collection, a storybook collection, and this is part of it. And they are done to look like. But you know what? The thing with these is that they really don't have to be just storybook. These are great. What's everybody doing now? Back to school.
And also, it's so hard to find sometimes little boy presents.
Absolutely.
And little guys love to cuddle and love to have great little friends just like little girls, but sometimes the bears are too cutesy or too little girlish, and if you have like a 6 or 7 or even an 8-year-old nephew, I mean, I still have bears, and look how old I am. You know, we're never too old. And I guess it's because the first animal that we had and loved and talked to for most of us was bear.
Absolutely.
You know, I remember Teddy Joe like it was yesterday. He's not around anymore, but he was actually a mohair bear a friend of mine, a relative had in the 30s and gave to me, and then I grew up with him, and he just got loved and loved and loved and loved and kind of exploded one day, and that was the end of him. But we all have memories of our Teddy Joe,
and that's what these are great for. Especially, again, sort of like the Milton, the very loved. This is a distressed shag, and he's very loved, and he's also, because he is child safe, his eyes are all locked in, he is child safe, and he's meant to be undressed. And as does happen with children, Ben has a whole series of animals and things that the first thing he does is undress them all, you know, and try and get them all back dressed, you know, dressed again. But he has a wire rim because that's what Tweedledee, remember they had the big bellies with, so he has a wire rim because his pants are just a little bit bigger to accommodate a growing belly. And this the shirt is separated from the shorts, from the pants. And he is a great size, and he's a great price for an introductory bear as well.
He'd be darling even in the middle of a wreath in a child's room.
Absolutely.
You know, just kind of wire him right in the center. He'd be so cute.
Absolutely. And you can color coordinate it. You know, I mean, this is great. The orange is great for little girls as well, too. You know, a lot of girls are doing their rooms in oranges and pinks and yellows and all of that. So that's terrific as well.
I love their legs. I mean, these guys just are so funny. And they almost have that sheepdog look. If Rom was the St. Bernard, these guys have that sheepdog look, you know, always in their eyes and always so pensive, but they like to be scratched. And they're Tweedledee, Tweedledum. Again, Tweedledee is our orange polka dot bear. Tweedledum is the green, C17945 from the Storybook collection, and they're made in the USA. And actually, I think our graphic was wrong because these guys are 11 inches tall.
That's correct.
Right.
So they're
one of
not
the smaller bears.
Yeah, they're one of the smaller bears. So even though you see 15 on your screen, that's a little misnomer. These guys are actually 11 inches. So I wanted to make sure you knew exactly how tall they were. But they're also the most affordable bears that we've had this evening.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
That's correct. In that line, do you notice anything different about this bear?
Now they're going to be mad at me because
no paw.
No paw. The only one.
He's the only one, and that was done on purpose. He was done to look like a shaggy, loved, and the paws look too big and clunky. He's a child's bear.
Right.
So that's why he doesn't have any paws.
He's soft all around.
That's right. That's right.
And everything in here is made with love and made by hand in the United States.
That's right.
The only teddy bear company of any collectible value that's here in the States. So many of them are from overseas, and there's just something so special about that Made in America tag.
Absolutely.
That's really why our QVC tour around the country has been so popular. We were just in Vermont, actually, at the Trott Family Lodge on Saturday, and that's why I think it's been so successful, because we love to embrace this country and want to kind of give so much back, and that's what these teddies are all about. Let's go back to the phones. Welcome to QVC. You're live on the air with Tweedledee and Tweedledum and Kimberly and Steve and Jane and all the rest of the bears. Who's this, please?
Rhonda St. John.
Hi, Rhonda. Where are you calling from?
From Phoenix, Arizona.
Well, meet Kimberly and Steve.
Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Steve.
Hi, Rhonda. How are you?
Oh, well, I'm fine, and your bears are so beautiful. They're just so cute.
Thanks. We love them. We have to admit it.
Who'd you get?
I got the Vermont Teddy Bear, and I also got Tweedledee.
Great.
Great.
Yeah.
The Vermont Teddy Bear is a good bear to give as a housewarming gift, because you hand the bear to them with the syrup and you say, when I'm up the next morning, I hope there's pancakes to go with that syrup.
No, I just loved his outfit. His outfit was so cute on him, and I love that kind of brown that he was.
Right. Yep. That's unusual. That's unusual.
And Tweedledee is just a cutie, isn't he?
Oh, I love him. I love the Shaggy.
Yeah. Oh, loved. Very, very loved.
Are you a bear collector?
Oh, yes. I got all kinds of Neptunicellus bears, Biloxi bears, Boyd's bears, all of them.
Is this your first Vermont bear?
Yes, this is my first two Vermont bears. I never even heard of Vermont bears until I looked on the QVC guide and Vermont Teddy Bears, so I said I had to watch it if it's a bear collector show.
We were delighted to be able to have the opportunity.
Absolutely. We're thrilled to be here.
I hope you have some more on later.
Well, I'll tell you, I mean, I've been hanging around these parts for pretty long now, and when you have sold-out stories like we have tonight, I think you can pretty much count on it.
That's right. We have a lot of things in the works. You'll see.
Thanks a lot, Nell. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
And just for everyone who's tuning in, every Tuesday from now until December is called Teddy Bear Tuesday. So we're going to have hours in the morning at 9 and in the evening at 9. We had an hour this morning at 9 a.m. where almost everything's sold out, and it's happening again tonight. Let's go back to the phones. Good evening and welcome to our Teddy Bear Show with Vermont Teddies as the featured event. Who's this, please?
This is Gail from St. Petersburg, Florida.
Hey, Gail. Welcome to the show. Meet Kimberly and Steve, please.
Hi, Gail.
I'm so pleased to meet them.
Well, thank you.
I bought the Storybook Plush Bear to go with my grouping. I have 10 other of your Vermont Teddy Bears.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
You're a connoisseur.
Yes, I am. And my first one was Little Red Riding Hood.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh, she's beautiful. She's terrific, yes.
And the Woodchopper, and the Prison, and the Mama with the Twins.
Yeah.
So this one should be quite a collection.
Fit right in.
Absolutely.
Did you get both Tweedledee and Tweedledum or just one?
No, just one.
Which one?
I bought Tweedledum.
Tweedledum in the green.
Yes.
He's feeling good now because the last lady bought Tweedledee and it's feeling
right. He was a little lonely, but he's catching up.
Now she's going to go to school with me.
Oh, that's great.
I'm a principal in Pinellas County, and she's going to sit in my office and probably be used by my media specialist.
Oh,
That's terrific.
That's great. That's
Put
great.
to
She'll
good
fit
use.
right in your backpack
Yes,
as you go
she
in.
will. I'm just real pleased that we have the Vermont Teddy Bears on. They're an excellent quality, and I just really enjoy seeing them tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you for
so
joining
much.
us.
Thanks for calling now.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
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 Tweedledee in orange, Tweedledum in blue and green. They're $51, the most affordable bears in the show. And don't go away, because the last bear, who's also very limited at this point, is coming up in a moment.
What time is it?
This darling bear, I'm surprised she's even still here, and my tooth holder is actually still in its protective
still
wrapping.
wrapped.
So is yours too.
Oh, yes.
Let me open it up for you.
Right.
This is amazing. Let me just show you the box right off the bat. The box is for the little one's tooth, and as you can see, the tooth fairy graces the top of it. So inside, you carefully put that tooth, because who's going to come in the middle of the night and take that tooth away and maybe leave a quarter, or boy, maybe even $1 in its place, or some goodies, is our tooth fairy 15-inch plush Vermont teddy bear. Now, my Vermont teddy looks very much like this, except it's a boy. It's my polar bear, but he would be a wonderful consort to this lady. She is gorgeous. I can't believe she's still around. She's only $84.50. She's got the Tooth Fairy box in one hand. She's got a toothbrush in the other. Of course, only the Tooth Fairy's toothbrush has rosettes and pearls on it. And she's got a pink leotard. She's got tulle pink wings in the back and a gorgeous tutu. And she's only $84.50. I really would expect her to be more expensive.
Well, with all these layers, you would, and everything that comes with her, because she does come with an authentic toothbrush. She comes with, this is a keepsake box for your little, anything that might be popping out of your mouth.
Yeah.
And that's what it's meant for, is to keep, and it's hand-painted on the top with a little tooth fairy up on the top, and it comes all wrapped carefully. As you saw, it came in the styrofoam wrapping, and it comes all wrapped up in this. And she's a daily reminder that we must maintain our good oral hygiene.
Exactly. Brush your teeth twice a day. That's what our tooth fairy tells us.
That's right.
Wouldn't she be cute if you have a friend that's going into dental school, or is going to be a dental hygienist, or even, you know, if you have a friend that works as a receptionist in the dentist's office, this one would be so cute, because she might even be useful in teaching students. And we just talked to a teacher, a principal actually, who's taking Tweedledum to school with her. This one might come in during those national weeks where they're, you know, you talk to
Dental,
kids about
absolutely.
taking care of their teeth and all that. But I mean, every single family has the ritual of losing the tooth and putting it under the pillow, and then the tooth fairy comes. And here you have a chance. You don't usually see the tooth fairy, but now's the time where you get to see the tooth fairy.
And this can be a gift before you lose your teeth.
Oh, sure.
As well. Don't wait until after.
I hope it's a long time before I start losing my teeth. But
I'm in a little younger, but
I wouldn't mind having her myself.
Absolutely, with a pink satin bow or rosette up here that matches her pink satin bow up here. She also would be a good gift to somebody who maybe had done some work in your mouth, who it was pretty painless.
Yes. So. Yeah, exactly. Well, she's sold out. So what we're going to do is bring back Holly and Barry and just talk about them real briefly before the end of the show. Okay, so I think the only guys left are Tweedledee and Tweedledum, C17945. That's the only other choice besides Holly and Barry. And I know, Kimberly, especially, you wanted to get right to these guys and talk about how unique they are.
They are, because they're, to my knowledge, they're the only red and green bears on the market. And you just are not going to find this anywhere else. So if you're looking for something that's very unique and very upscale, very collectible, just very, very unusual, this is really the gift for somebody who's just a connoisseur of bears. This is really, really the gift to give. This is a stressed mohair. It's dyed before it's all hand sewn. This is all hand sewn. This is all hand brushed and hand pulled through. He has, both bears have a black, it's a little easier to see on yours, but a black silk nose. Those are the black shoe button eyes. I mean, these are just elegant, elegant bears. This is all hand done, pulled around here, and hand stitched in. It's hand stitched down in there. It's very difficult to see because you don't want to see it, but this is all a wreath of baby's breath. This is all hand-stitched lace embroidery. They're very delicate, fine bears.
And that Victorian feeling that we talked about earlier comes through so strongly. I will tell you that she was limited to just 200 pieces, and QVC has the opportunity to go out and buy the last of the edition. So if you're looking for Holly and Berry anyplace else, you just won't find them because we received the last of the editions. We bought them out, and we have the only Holly and Berries there are to go around, and there were only about 80 of them to go around by the end of the show. And considering we have Holly and Berry and Tweedledee and Tweedledum, if you're looking to start your collection, we don't have a lot of choices at this point since all our other